God has led you here tonight for a divine purpose. This moment is sacred, and the heavens are leaning in ready to hear from you like never before. This isn't just another video. This is a divine appointment. God is waiting for you to speak to. Release the raw truth. You've been holding back the pain, the questions, the confessions, the cries. Not your surface-level prayers or your silence, but the truth deep within your soul. The pressure building inside you, the burden you can no longer carry, is not just emotion. It's God preparing you for release, healing, and breakthrough. It begins when you open your mouth and say what you've been too afraid to speak. But before we dive into this transformative moment, take a moment to pause and do 3 things. Hit that like button as a declaration of your readiness. Subscribe to join the thousands of chosen ones rising in this season, and drop 99 in the comments as a confirmation code, a signal to the heavens that you are aligned with this divine moment. If you are truly chosen, stay with this word until the very end. Deep down, you already know that God is about to unlock something in you tonight, something that will change your life forever. Tonight is not just another evening. It's a divine, set up a sacred moment orchestrated by heaven itself. God is saying, no more silence. Speak now. The time has come for you to break the silence, whether it's been held by guilt, shame, pain, or exhaustion. This is your chance to speak directly to God, to acknowledge what's been buried, to release it, and to surrender it. Tonight, you're not just speaking to anyone, you're speaking to the one who formed you, who knows you deeply, and who is ready to listen. Heaven is listening. Angels are taking note. Spiritual realms are shifting, and even if your earthly surroundings remain quiet, something supernatural is being activated. Chains will break, tears may fall, but freedom will rise. Your voice has power tonight because heaven is tuned in. There are moments in life that don't seem special at first, but in hindsight, they mark the exact moment everything changed. This is one of those nights. Your silence, which has held back your healing and delayed your destiny, ends now. No longer will you remain quiet because you don't know what to say, or because no one has truly listened. The God who never sleeps is saying, I'm listening. Speak. The weight of tonight is unlike any other. This isn't just an opportunity to speak. It's the birthing room of your destiny. Your words, your tears, your honesty tonight will unlock doors in the spirit that have long been shut. Heaven isn't just listening, heaven is responding. Not with silence, not with delay, but with divine direction. Every time you bit your tongue, every night you wept into your pillow, every why you never voiced, everything culminates here. Tonight is the night when the silence breaks and your story shifts. Don't hold. Your destiny isn't waiting for tomorrow. It's waiting for your voice tonight. The veil between heaven and earth is thin, a sacred space, a fleeting spiritual portal that won't last forever. You've been asking for a sign, waiting for the right time, hesitant to speak. Don't let the window close while your unspoken pain and untold truth remain locked inside. God's ears are open, but this moment is holy and brief. He doesn't want polished prayers or perfect wording. He wants raw truth. He wants the words you've swallowed, the cries you've buried. Don't dress your pain in spiritual language. Just be honest. Say, I'm tired. I'm lost. I'm angry. Tell him you don't understand. Tell him what they did to you. Confess what you're ashamed of. Every word matters. Every emotion is sacred. There is healing in emptying your heart before a listening God. Just as the ocean must release its waves to stay in motion, your soul must release its weight to continue growing. If you speak nothing, you'll gain nothing, but if you pour out everything, you might walk away lighter than ever before. Don't let heaven close its ears without hearing your truth. Words are not empty, they are seeds, and tonight, what you speak will plant the future you will walk into. God is not just a passive listener, He is a responding Father. Every word that comes from your heart tonight has the power to shift your entire spiritual landscape. This isn't just confession, it's co-creation with God. Think of it like Jacob wrestling with the angel. It wasn't just a fight, it was a turning point. Jacob walked away with a limp, but also with a new name and a new destiny. Tonight, your wrestling becomes revelation. Your honesty becomes holy ground. What you dare to voice will determine what God dares to reveal. If you've been waiting for change, asking when your breakthrough will come, no, it doesn't happen until you open. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Say what needs to be said. Release what's been locked inside. Your future is waiting on your words. God never shows up empty-handed, and tonight he's not only listening, he's responding with revelation. He has promised to give you 3 supernatural truths: your real origin, your divine assignment, and the date of your spiritual elevation. These are not vague ideas. These are specific, life-defining answers. You may think you know who you are based on your family, your past, or your culture, but tonight, God will reveal who you truly are. He will show you where you came from. In the spirit, your prophetic origin, your real lineage, your spiritual DNA. Then he will unfold your next divine mission, the purpose that will guide your next season. No more wandering, no more guessing. And like a sealed scroll being opened, God will mark a date, your day of ascension, a moment where everything will shift so significantly, you'll never be the... These answers aren't given lightly. Prepare them. Write down your questions, your pain, your confessions. Get ready to receive what your soul has been waiting for. This is holy ground. You've been carrying burdens that no one knows about, the silent battles, the quiet tears, the pain hidden behind. God has seen it all, and tonight he isn't jing. He's inviting you out. Not because he doesn't know, but because when you speak it, you release it. And when you release it, he can begin to heal it. Some questions have lingered in your heart for years. Why did this happen to me? Where were you, God, when I did you? Why do I feel? These aren't accusations. They are human cries for understanding. And tonight, God welcomes every single one. He is not offended by your questions. In fact, he's been waiting for you to ask, so he can answer in a way only a loving Father. Imagine standing at a riverbank as the dam finds your emotions, your hurts, your confusion all out. That's what heaven wants from you. Don't hold back out of fear of being too much. You've already been carrying too much. This is your release, your safe space. Let it all pour out and watch how God meets every unspoken word with unexpected peace. There comes a point where hiding doesn't feel like protection. It feels like prison. You've tucked away your truth too long. You've worn masks, buried your feelings, and convinced yourself that silent strength. But God says no more. Tonight, he's not asking. He's requiring your truth. This isn't about punishment, it's about freedom. There's something liberating about being fully known by the one who already sees completely. You don't have to God. You don't have to perform. You just have to be honest. Tell him what you're afraid of, where you failed, and what you truly want. Truth is the key that unlocks the next door. Consider King David a man after God's own heart, not because he was perfect, but because he was real. He confessed, he wept, he told God everything, even the things that were hard to admit. That's what God wants from you tonight, a real, raw, unfiltered conversation. Not polished religion, but vulnerable truth. Don't anymore. To the light. There are secrets about you, heavenly secrets that have been locked in the spiritual realm since before you were born. Tonight, those divine files are being opened, not by angels, not by prophets, but by himself. He's about to reveal the mystery of your existence and why you've walked through. You are not who your trauma said you are. You are not who society labeled you to be. There is a truth deeper than bloodlines and birth certificates, a truth about your spiritual lineage. Tonight, God will unveil your origin, where your soul truly came from, who you were before. The world tried to name you. You will leave this night knowing, I am chosen, I am sent. But that's not all. He will hand you your next assignment, not just any task, but your divine purpose this season, the thing your spirit do. And then, as if that's not enough, he will whisper the moment of your next ascension, the elevation that will shift everything, relationships, resource, revelation. This is the night your divine fire unsealed. Tonight is not as usual. It is a spiritual crossroads, a holy intersection where God is asking, will you go my way or stay in your delay? The decision you make tonight to speak, to surrender, to believe will shape the trajectory of the chapter. You are standing at a gate and heaven is waiting to move based on what you choose. We've all had moments that defined us, but very few are as spiritual as this one. Your soul knows this is sacred. That's why your spirit feels nervous alert. That's not anxiety, that's recognition. You've arrived at a moment that will echo into eternity. What you say, what you pray, what you surrender tonight will set new paths in motion. Think of Moses at the burning bush. That was more than a vision, it was a crossroads. One yes to God changed everything. Tonight, your yes, your truth, your surrender, your openness carries the same spiritual gravity. Say yes and watch God root your life into divine alignment. You won't leave this night the same. Heaven is not waiting on circumstances to change. Heaven is waiting on your voice. What you say tonight has the power to activate divine decisions. This is not poetry, this is spiritual law. Your voice carries weight in the courts of heaven. Your cries, your confessions, your declarations, they will echo and shift what happens next. God has always moved in response to the cries of his people. He responded to Hannah's whisper. He turned when the bleeding woman touched his robe. He stopped for blind Bartimaeus when he shouted. What made these moments powerful wasn't perfection. It was desperation, a heart too full to stay silent any longer. That's what heaven responds to. Don't let fear silence your miracle. Don't let shame muzzle your blessing. Tonight you must speak with trembling hands, with a breaking voice. Say what you need to say. Ask what you've been afraid to ask. Declare what you believe. Even if your faith feels shaky, heaven is waiting. Speak and watch what is triggered in the spirit. There is a divine rhythm flowing through tonight. Confess, release, receive. That's the holy sequence that will unlock transformation in your life. First, you must confess, not in shame, but in surrender. Confess your pain, your failures, your hidden addictions, your doubts. It's not about being punished. It's about being freed. Confession is the doorway, not the destination. Next, you must release. Let go of what's been weighing you down. The grudges, the disappointments, the unmet expectations. Release what you cannot fix. Release that hurt you even if they never apologized. Release your need to control the outcome. When you release, you make space for heaven to move. God cannot fill what you're still clinging to. Then, and only then, you receive. God isn't stingy with his love or truth. He pours into open hands, not clenched fists. When your heart is emptied through confession and your soul is lightened through release, you'll be ready to receive the next dimension of your calling, clarity and peace. The time is now. The process is holy. Follow it with faith. Don't walk into tonight casually. Prepare like someone expecting to meet a king because you are. This is not just prayer time. This is a sacred encounter. Treat it with the seriousness it deserves. Write out your pain, your patterns, your persistent questions. Map out your spiritual blueprint, what you've lived through, what you're struggling with, and what you long for. God honors intentionality. When Elijah called on by God, Elijah didn't just hope fire would fall on Mount Carmel. He built the altar, prepared the sacrifice, and positioned everything in place. Then fire fell. Preparation always precedes divine response. Tonight, as you prepare, know that God isn't coming with silence. He's coming with fire that will burn away confusion, fear, and everything false. This fire won't destroy you. It will define you. It will burn through what you thought you needed and reveal what you truly carry. The fire of God clarifies, purifies, and intensifies. So be ready, not just with your words, but with your spirit. Come honest, come open, come ready. Because when the fire falls, everything changes. If you knew that one night could shift your entire spiritual future, would you waste it scrolling or casually drift off to sleep hoping tomorrow might be different? No, you would plan, you would prepare, you would strategize. That's what you must do tonight. This night is not ordinary, it is divine. and it must be treated with strategy and sacred focus. Before this night arrives, write it all down. Your regrets, your dreams, your apologies, create a sacred list, a heart inventory, and be ready to present it before God. Don't rely on your memory. Let your pen become your prayer. Make this night tangible. When heaven looks down, let it see a soul who came prepared for breakthrough. Spiritual breakthroughs don't just happen, they are built. They are born from focused intention and holy desperation. If you want answers, position your questions. If you want promotion, lay down your pride. If you want direction, admit your confusion. Don't waste this night. This is not a time to be passive. It's a time to participate in your own deliverance. God is not silent. He never has been. He's just been waiting for you to stop running and start listening. And tonight, once you pour out your heart, He will speak. His voice may come in a whisper, a dream, a vision, or a sudden knowing deep in your soul, but it will come. And what He says won't just comfort you, it will change things. When God speaks, mountains move. When He speaks, identities are revealed. One word from Him can do what years of therapy, sermons, and striving could never do. He may tell you who you really are, not the version people see, but the version heaven wrote. He may reveal what's next, or He may say, "Rest, child, I've got it." But whatever He says, it will be exactly what your soul needs. You're not going into this night alone. You're entering a divine dialogue. And the words He speaks will serve as divine direction for your journey ahead. So get quiet after you've spoken. Be still. Expect answer. Don't brush off the thoughts that is. Write them down. Reflect on them. Because when God speaks, destinies are defined. Tonight is not just a warm, cozy prayer session. It's a divine interrogation. God will not let you leave unchanged. He's going to bless you. He's going to make you confront the things you've avoided, not to punish you, but to teach you. He will ask questions that pierce. Why are you still carrying that? Why haven't you forgiven? Why do you? Be ready for the hard questions. But don't be afraid, because after the interrogation comes the rewarding. God doesn't ask for truth without releasing grace. He doesn't uncover wounds without providing healing. And He doesn't stir the deep waters of your soul without providing a way through them. This is not an ambush. It's an invitation to honesty, to healing, to a higher purpose. The rewards of this night will be undeniable. Some will come instantly. Peace you haven't felt in years. Others will unfold over time, divine connections, unlock doors, new levels of favor. But they will come, because heaven never calls you to speak without preparing to bless you for your bravery. This is your moment. Answer the call, face the questions, receive the reward. You have been faithful in the quiet moments when no one watched, when your prayers felt like whispers along the wind. Your consistent faith, even when hope flickered, has not gone. Tonight, God is unveiling the reward that has been quietly growing in the spiritual realm, ready to break forth into your life. This reward isn't just a gift, it's a testimony to your perseverance. Faithfulness in silence is often the hardest test of all. When the world forgets your sacrifices and your heart aches with loneliness, you believed. You showed up when it was easier to walk away. That quiet endurance has built a foundation so strong nothing in this life can shake it. Tonight the heavens will break open and pour out blessings that match the depth of your faithfulness. Expect the unexpected, the kind of blessings that rewrite your story and surprise even your doubters. You will see doors open that you thought were sealed forever. People will start to notice the unseen fruit of your hard work and steadfast spirit. This night is your divine vindication. The reward for your silent faithfulness is not just arriving, it's arriving with power. Remember, God honors the faithful who keep their eyes on Him when the road is rough. Your season of waiting is over. This is your moment to shine, to step into the fullness of what you have been carrying in your heart for so long. Hold on, because tonight is your breakthrough night. Your private pain has been real and raw, a secret burden you carried when no one else was around. Maybe you cried when no one knew, wrestled with doubts in the dark, or felt abandoned when the world turned its back. But here's the truth. God has been watching every tear, hearing every whispered cry, and feeling every ache deep within your soul. Tonight, the intimate pain you carried in silence will give way to public blessings. The things you prayed for in private, the desires you whispered with trembling lips, are about to burst into the open. What was once hidden in shadows will now be displayed in the light, shining as a testimony to God's faithfulness and your endurance. This is a divine reversal, a moment where sorrow turns into joy, scarcity turns into abundance, and isolation turns into community. Your healing will be visible. Your story will inspire. People will marvel at how God took your brokenness and transformed it into a banner of hope. Be ready to receive what the world will see and celebrate. God's blessings are not just for you alone. They are for others to witness, to be encouraged by, and to testify that He truly makes all things new. Your pain was not wasted. It was preparing you for a blessing that will make headlines in the spiritual realm and beyond. Waiting has been a chapter in your life filled with questions, longing, and sometimes despair. But tonight, your story will take a turn, and you'll see the fruit of your endurance. But every second of that wait was a spiritual investment. Tonight marks the end of that season. Divine compensation is arriving, and it will exceed what you expected or even dared to dream. Compensation from God is not just about financial gain or material blessing. It's about the restoration of what was lost, time, relationships, peace, and purpose. It's about getting back in multiplied ways what you surrendered, what was stolen, or what you sacrificed. Tonight, heaven is orchestrating a repayment plan for your soul. You are entering a season where justice meets mercy in perfect harmony. The divine ledger is being balanced. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment you chose God over comfort is being accounted. What took years to lose will come back. What you felt was unfair will be made right. This compensation will fuel your next steps. It will empower your vision and validate your faith. Don't lose heart any longer. Tonight your divine compensation begins, and it will change everything. Imagine the vault of heaven, a sacred treasury filled with blessings, wisdom, and destiny-packed treasures. Tonight this vault is opening, and your name is written on the scroll that unlocks what's inside. This isn't a metaphor. It's a spiritual reality reserved for those who have trusted God through trials and triumphs. Your life, your sacrifices, your prayers, they are the key that opens this. Inside lies not only rewards, but also divine instructions and spiritual gifts tailored specifically for your need. Heaven has been holding these blessings for you, waiting for this moment to release them. This vault contains the very resources you need to fulfill your purpose, gifts of favor, wisdom, strength, and it will not just change your story, it will impact generations. What you access tonight will ripple beyond your lifetime, creating a legacy of faith and influence. So prepare your heart to receive. This is your night of unlocking. Your name will be called. Your destiny vault will open. What's inside will. Sacrifice is rarely glass. It's often lonely, unnoticed, and misunderstood. But God honors every silent sacrifice, every missed opportunity, every uncomfortable decision, every moment you chose obedience over. Tonight, the spiritual balance is shifting. What you gave up quietly will return to you in unstoppable power. This power is not just physical strength, it's spiritual authority. It's the ability to influence, lead, and impact with newfound clarity and boldness. God is equipping you with the armor you need to move forward into greater assignments that require not just courage, but supernatural empowerment. Think of Joseph, who sacrificed comfort and family for a prison cell only to be elevated to a. Your story follows the same divine. The sacrifices you made in shadows are the soil from which your spiritual authority grows. Tonight you will begin to walk in that power, recognized, respected, and radically changed. No more feeling small or unseen. Your sacrifices are not in vain. They are being transformed into your greatest. power is coming to reward your faithfulness. God's answers are not vague or confusing. When He chooses to speak, He speaks with precision and purpose. Tonight, prepare yourself to receive specific revelations, exact dates, names, and instructions that will direct your next steps. This is not a game. It's a divine. These revelations will bring clarity to questions that have left you restless, who to trust, when to move, what to pursue. God will answer each with exactness. The precision of His guidance will amaze you, because it will match your heart's deepest desires and the needs of such clarity is rare. It is the kind of insight that prevents detours, speeds up progress, and protects you from unnecessary pain. When God gives these instructions, obey quickly and fully, knowing that He is orchestrating every detail of life. So come expectant and ready to write down the specifics you receive tonight. Come, your spiritual GPS. They will unlock doors and align people and circumstances like never before. Tonight isn't just about receiving a message, it's about gaining a plan. God is not only answering your prayers, but equipping you with a divine strategy to walk boldly in future. This strategy is a step-by-step blueprint designed for success, breakthrough, and spiritual authority. Imagine a general receiving a battle plan that anticipates every move of the enemy. That's what God is giving you, a strategic advantage. You will understand not just what to do, but how to do it, when to act, and whom to love. This level of divine insight removes confusion and replaces it with confidence. This strategy will empower you to maximize your gifts and overcome obstacles that you back. It's a comprehensive plan for your life's mission, crafted in heaven, tailored for you. It's time to stop guessing and start walking in God's perfect design. Prepare to receive this divine strategy with open hands and a willing heart. It will change how you approach your forever. God's timing is perfect, but sometimes it feels slow. You've endured seasons where progress was inch by inch, by day. Tonight, all changes. What took years to build, to understand, and to overcome will be released in moments with supernatural speed. This is a divine acceleration. Doors that were locked shut for decades will fling open. Breakthroughs that felt impossible will suddenly become your new reality. It's like the Spirit of God flips a switch and time begins to move in your favor with unbelievable speed. You will look back and marvel at how quickly your life shifted. The waiting was necessary, but the reward is astonishing. The power of this night will catapult you into your destiny faster than you ever imagined. Get ready to sprint into your future. The long wait is ending. Supernatural speed is here. Your life is a story of purpose, and tonight, the next chapter will be revealed. God will speak your next mission clearly and boldly. This mission is not just a vague idea, it's a divine calling with power and purpose, and it will come paired with everything you succeed. Resources are coming to back up your mission: finances, connections, wisdom, and favor. The heavens will open to supply you, ensuring that nothing necessary is missing. God will align people and opportunities to support your calling in ways that defy logic. This is not about your strength alone, it's about divine partnership. Your mission is God's mission, and He is committed to providing. So don't worry about lack, scarcity. What you hear tonight will come with the provision it to life. Prepare your heart to receive both the call and the resources. The two come as a package deal, a holy commission with supply. Blessings and assignments go hand in hand in the kingdom of God.